Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be piloting a deck that held a 92% win rate on the way to Mythic, playing the chicken, the Mardu Siegebreaker, which has enticed me. I like looking at tournament results, but I also, especially when the ladder resets, like looking at random people who made it to Mythic and just checking out what they played and what did well. And yeah, this deck had a nice streak for a little while. This guy didn't run it all the way to Mythic. He played it for like an hour, had a great win rate, went like 11-1, but I like the chicken and it caught my eye, so we're going to try it out. This is a 4-mana 4/4 human warrior with Death Touch and Haste. When it enters, exile up to one of the target creature you control. Then, whenever this creature attacks, create a tapped token attacking that's a copy of it. So, turn 3 Aang, it's turn 4 Mardu Siegebreaker. You exile the Aang, you attack with your Hasty Chicken, and then a token copy of Aang enters tapped and attacking. You get the ETB, and then you can airbend one of their stuff again. If you have Katara out, you would double the triggers. Then you get an Aang that comes in tapped and attacking. You would get the ETB trigger doubled, so then you can airbend two of their creatures every single turn for the rest of the game. That is quite annoying. You only get to pick the exile target when the Siegebreaker enters, so it's not as useful if you play the Crossroads later, but if you happen to sequence the Crossroads first, and then you Siegebreaker later, you could then, every time you attack, create a copy of Aang at the Crossroads, get the ETB, and of course double that up off the Katara. You could also pick the Lieutenant as a target here, and then whenever this creature enters, put a +1 counter on each other ally. That could be a way to continuously stack your board tall every single turn. Even picking the reinforcements, spitting out an extra 1/1 every attack step could be okay. And maybe in some cases, targeting the Earth Kingdom Protectors, having a copy of that enter every attack step, and then you could sack it every attack step to give another creature indestructible. Could be interesting. Kind of depends on what the opponent does. Obviously, it's sacked at the end of the turn, so then on their turn, you would no longer have your protectors around to give indestructible. So I don't know if we'll use that or not, but yeah, I like the chicken. I like allies, and I'm excited to give this a go. So we'll run it unedited in ranked Mythic Standard and see how we do. I don't know if we'll hold his 11-1, 92% win rates, but we can always try. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave comments as we do this thing together. I like the chicken deck. I like the chicken deck. I was really hopeful when it came out. I thought it was going to be epic, and then it kind of never did anything. So it's exciting for me personally to see the chicken show up in full force. We're on the play here. Yeah, mana's good. Mana is good. Yeah, okay, we'll keep this. We need one more land to get going. We got 24. So instead of naming ally, we can name human, because the chicken is a human warrior. And all of our allies are also humans from the Avatar universe. Although I guess there might be some other allies, like Momo's probably a lemur ally or something, but in this deck, they all happen to already be humans. Shock on green. It's an elf. Okay. It's not a land. I don't know. We're not going to be able to double spell next turn anyway. It's going to be a while until we can double spell. Maybe we'll go with this instead. Just be a bit more aggressive here. Because nothing in our hand. In order to double spell, we need to top deck like a land and a 1-drop, which is not really possible. It's going to be a Gruul Breakout deck with a Hasty Familiar. Okay, not scary yet. Commune with the Beavers. Top 3, reveal an artifact, creature, or land. Put it into your hand. It's a Weaver. Alright, there's that next land. How much mana do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. 5. I think we can just... Another ally control enters. Okay. We'll see if they want to block here or not. I think we just airbend and go for damage. Because I don't think they're going to be able to do anything crazy with the amount of mana they have. I do not want to airbend the familiar. So we'll airbend like, maybe the elf here, I guess. No, Polymer's fine. No. right, down to 9. Here's the Roboroid. But I think we just have lethal here. Keep you. ETB. Bounce you. Very glad we went with the more aggressive approach there. If we had gone Voyager on 2, this might have been a different game. But given that we had no way to double spell for a long time, I think it made sense to get the Lieutenant down and just push some more damage. Again, the bottom left shows we were rank 33, and now it shows we're 76. So I think there's just a weird bug in the game as of yesterday where your original ranking is like, I don't know, tied to yesterday's ranking or something, and then after the first game, I don't really know what's going on there. All right, rocking a cool 100% win rate. I like that. Silver Fanboy says, I use this Teamer Champions Cup Desert deck after watching your video, and it's the first time I've had fun in MTG Ranked since Badge Mole was released. Thank you so much for your videos. I had so much fun with that deck too. The video actually performed terrible. I think the thumbnail wasn't compelling, or something. I think people don't really like Teamer that much. I changed the thumbnail this morning. I had a really fun time playing it too, despite the mistakes. I really liked it, so I'm glad you did too. I thought it was a banger. And I do think really any deck with a turn 4 sweeper, like Day of Judgment or whatever the Is It one is just good. It's just good right now. Like the deck we just played, if you go turn 4 sweep, you just auto-win. And I think that's true of a lot of them. So I think it wasn't really janky. Like I think it's a very legitimate deck, and it was fun and different, so I enjoyed it a lot too. The Gobbler is showing up here. Insane of opponents in game 1 to not snatch your Esper Origins. I agree. Even if you had Yuna that could sack in response. Yeah, I think it was just a brain fart or a mistake or something. I was happy to take the value off of it though. Yeah, just a small mistake. Len Lee says, Frostcliff Siege over Kickoff Celebrations could be sick. Yeah, I don't really know what Kickoff Celebrations was for in that deck. The discard isn't awful. You can discard the Desert Snake thing, and you can actually use its 2 mana value from the graveyard to ramp or whatever. So there is some value to that. We're on the draw with 4 lands and 2 1-drops. And Aang at the Crossroads. This game does a whole lot of nothing for a while. If we top deck land, we're really sad. I think you have to top deck pretty well. This might be a mulligan. This feels like not like we're about to win here. Holy shit. It's a chicken hand. On the draw with the chicken. I might keep this. I might keep this. I like the chicken. That is a heck of a mulligan. Ooh! Brutalized. Alright. Human. Please give me no more land. It's mono black. We have no creature. Oh god. Well, this game's already... Oh my god. You're just gonna kill all my creatures and I'm just gonna draw land. Oh, it's gonna be so sad. Maybe the chicken protectors combo can do something. We're really good on mana, so I would say white is probably what we need more than anything else. This is gonna be a bad game. We need a good Aang 3-drop top deck. He's gonna kill all our stuff. Double chicken. Ugh, double chicken across the sky. Human. So you can't really use these together because the copy comes in... Oh my god. Damn, dude. I don't know that we actually play out into this. I think we just sit here. Eventually we can Jasmine T-Shop. Like, I think there's a fistful of Go for the Throats. We need to tap out for an Annex or something. Alright, there is a win con. A hasty win con. I think we could see if they want to burn some removal here. There's Stick, so yeah, I think they got like Go for the Throat or something in hand. Yeah. Okay, -3, -3. They still might have more removal in hand. They did nothing with 4 mana open, right? So I think they're sitting on some stuff. Let's card 2. Alright. Man, we would have needed you a while ago. You're not bad, though. I'll tell you that. Not bad. You can bounce the token. And block the color. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Stick here, so they got another removal spell, it feels like. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah. There's that shoot the sheriff they've been sitting on. Drop to 7. Okay. Let's do it. Actually, not a bad top deck. Come on, chicken. Let's ride. Not bad. We got 2 chump blockers out of that. Okay. Haste and menace. Just haste. Take 6, drop to 1. I think so. This menace is a huge issue, though. Nope, that ain't it. So I think we just lose. We just can't, we can't make enough blockers to deal with the menace. If we chicken now, take the first Siege Breaker, we get 2 blockers. Attack with a Siege Breaker, get sacked, doesn't do anything. I don't think we can create enough creatures. What about the Jasmine T-Shomp? Five mana. Yeah, I think we just can't do it. We need 3 blockers here, we just don't have it. We can't deal with the menace. So you can do this. It's not that helpful, but now we release the underlying reinforcements. I guess we can sit here and do nothing, then we have 3 blockers. Okay. Okay. This thing have haste too? Alright, that is game. I mean, that was not a very good... Cannot deal with the multiple menace. That was a mulligan of a weird hand into a bad hand that I kept because I like the chicken. And we actually almost got there, kind of. But, yeah, that was... The mull to the 5-lander was not going to be good. Alright, that was our 1 loss. Now we got 10 more wins to go to replicate the record. Or we can mulligan more intelligently. Dude, I faced the Goyf deck. Shane Harris says he's talking about this Goyf deck. I played this Allies deck in the play queue once before coming to the rank queue, and I did play against the 50 mountains or exile effect 1 Goyf deck, and it actually did beat me. They got to turn 5 and then chained all 4 of the exile effect, flipped through your whole deck until you hit a non-creature card, cast if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of mountains you control. Went through all 4 of those, got the Goyf with 30 exiled cards, and then I had 2 blockers back, and they played a land. You can like pay 4 mana and make your creature unblockable, and they attacked unblockably for 30. And that was it. That was the whole game. We're on the play. This is what I'm talking about. This is the hand that we should be blessed with every game. Human? Okay. In ramp, we trust. It's green, though. Does not improve the ally. But we could go right into an Ang at the crossroads. Or we go like Lieutenant. Depends what they do here. Alright, they get lost you. Alright, never mind. Okay. Human again. Go 2 and 2. I think that's alright with me. If they don't have a Star Cage, I can just sit on the Swift Savior, I think. Star Cage would be brutal. We'd be very sad to see that. If we do this, we could attack with one of them still. Which might be worth it. Gets trickier if they kill the Divide again. And then we kind of play into the Day of Judgment. So we have to be a bit careful about that. Alright, so we'll try to hold back 3 mana for the Aang. But yeah, if they kill the Divide again, then we have no mana and they go turn 4 Day of Judgment, then that's not a enthusiastic outcome for us. I'm touching. Thinking about it. He's a toucher. Oh, our own Aang. That's interesting. I think we just Aang the Aang then, because I'm not anticipating a sweeper really. They could have the big 4 mana Wrath. But there's only 2 in the deck. And if not, we get to draw a card. And now they're pretty far behind. Plus we have the land drop, which is nice. So we'll see if they have the 4 mana Wrath or not. They're not blue-white control, though. They're blue-white tempo. Alright, Aang returns for 2. Bounce the Divide. Past us immediately. They can still have a counterspell here. So they could No More Liza on the way back down. Which, I think is probably likely. But that's okay. We still have a lot of pressure here. I think they'll No More Liza this. If we top deck the land, I'd be a little bit happier, but yeah, that's fine. Flash this guy in. Won't affect the Aang, but we'll get a little more damage off the Lieutenant. Take our card draw. One drops to 6. They really need that Wrath. do nothing. Okay. Gosh, what's the worst they could have? They could have Bison. I mean, we almost have lethal here, right? I think we play the Aang and force their hand a bit. Like, I think they have to respond to this. Which leave less mana for other shenanigans. Let it resolve. Am I forgetting about something? Siege Breaker, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's time. We can take the Aang here. Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is just the attack all button. Am I missing an Airbender? I guess they could have the 4-mana Aetherize. That'd be crazy, right? There's no way they run Aetherize, right? Yeah, okay. I would be so mad. I think you still attack all there, but if they have the 4-mana Aetherize, you're pretty sad. Maybe you hold back a couple things, because if it's too overkill, then you gotta really think through every combination of things they could have. I'm probably too lazy for that. Chicken, almost got a beautiful chicken turn there. Bill Nahal says, dumb question, but where do you find all the tournament results? I have 2 places. The first place is the small place, which I should never bother looking at because it ends up being redundant with the second place. It's called mtggoldfish.com/standard#paper. I don't think the hashtag paper matters though. I think you see paper and online, regardless of what you type in for the website. Okay, the other one is much better. The other one is called mtgdex.net/standard/tournaments. That's got everything. That includes the one that I already just mentioned, so there's no reason for me to ever look at it. In fact, it's always less comprehensive. I don't know. It's just the UI is a little prettier, so I can just look at it very quickly. And this one includes all sorts of tournaments. There's an Avatar Week 3 Rebellion tournament that took place yesterday. I thought about doing an Is It deck from that result list, maybe. There's a new Is It deck that's not... I played the Is It Seal deck, but there's now a more like Is It Grand Lessons deck, which I've seen pop up a number of times, so I thought about doing that today, but I was lured in by the chicken. I couldn't resist the chicken. MTGO's Standard Last Chance, and Zori's Pixie got first... I guess there's a lot of... Zori's Pixie and the Is It deck got first place there. Oh, Momo deck. I honestly have a list of like 20 decks that I'm looking forward to getting towards. There's plenty of fun things to play. There's another awkward hand. I might keep this on the draw, because there are a lot of good things we could draw in between that would stitch this together. This really isn't a good hand, though. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know that you necessarily keep this one. Siegebreaker's cute. They're not going to flash into 2/2, right? I don't think so. Eat it. Okay. Get lost on my 1-drop. Happy to see it. I got no problems there. And we get to use map token. Feels like too low impact, right? I think we can do better. A 2-drop or 3-drop, we'd be much happier to see. We really want to hold on to the chicken until we can get an egg down. So, oh, that ain't it, really. I think we have 1 basic in the deck. Whew. Okay, all right. Yeah, we don't even want to play the Mardu Siegebreaker on a 4. We would love playable for next turn. We'd also love a Cavern of Souls, by the way. Does that count as a playable? I guess. I don't think we Siegebreaker here, though. They could flash in a Flash Cat, I guess, and eat our Protectors. We don't know what they are yet. I don't know if it's worth attacking at this point. Let's just go tap land here. Like white. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go no attacks. Okay. Cavern of Souls off the top would be so big here. That we could actually win the game off of that. Cavern of Souls, human, everything uncounterable. Still a Demolition Field, but that could go a long way. But now that we've seen the Meringue, I think we're free to attack. I don't think there is Azorius Flash anymore. Okay. We still don't want to cast Aang here into No More Lies. So I guess we can attack here first. I think this is fine. I mean, if they tap out to sweep, then we get to resolve an Aang. So even that's not that bad. Manual taps on Demolition Fields. For colorless. Okay. Countered. You got it. That means they're not going to sweep. Okay. Consult for 5. It's too bad. If the, this guy had resolved, we would have enough mana to play Aang through a No More Lies. Double Demolition Field. Alright, looks like multiple Cavern of Souls are needed. Siegebreaker also plays really well into sweepers. They sweep, you get back the original underneath. But we're just having a hard time doing anything. We had a really bad opening hand and I kept it. We were paying the price. That is not that bad. I mean, we're continuing to put on pressure here. They're down to 9 with Aang in hand. That's not that bad a place to be. We can always Dragon Shop here too, and just make a 1/1. Nope, they don't like that. Creature or spell? I think we'll hold Aang still. Let's go get our only basic. I believe it's a plains. Yeah, okay. Big consult. We got a lot of mana open though. We can get through No More Lies, but if they go 4 mana sweep plus hard counter, then they do get through Aang. Let's see it. Okay, plenty of mana. They need the Day of Judgment now. Ultima doesn't do it. So we try. But if they counter this, we get to resolve Aang. Oh, they just cast us back for 2. What am I thinking? Oh my god. That was not productive. I was mixing it up with the bird that does that. Those are not bad. Because they go for the sweep again, then they're really tapped out, and then we can sack the protectors, and I guess give Aang indestructible. I think it's Siegebreaker time. Because if they kill it, we still get it back in Aang. Mana's okay. Actually, hold on. Is this just lethal here? No, it's close. Drop to 1. They sweep, we get back a random 2-2. I guess net the Aang play worked out, even though it was total misplay. Because either way, we'd end up with an Aang on the board. But that way, they ended up spending the rest of their mana that turn. Okay. Now I wish we had taken the Aang to bounce that thing, I guess. 3 mana open. We have 2 damage in the air. Question is, how good is our Aang luck? I think they'll counter it here anyway. I think it's attack all pre-combat, post-combat drop Crossroads. I think that's what's happening here. It's a great top deck for next turn. Yeah, might as well give this a go. Sure, you got it. Okay. We do have the hasty follow-up to a sweeper. Feels like Beza would be their best card here again. Just up the life a little bit. Oh. Okay. Getting frisky there. Five. We're 1 short. I feel like they'll kill the Siegebreaker just play it, right? Feels like Aang at the Crossroads could be the best choice here. Could also pay for No More Lies. Just Siegebreaker me target something with the Exile. And they kill it with it on the stack. We might just lose it. I'm gonna go with this. It gets under No More Lies. Also get a Voyager trigger. Whew! Hot damn. Yeah, I'll try. Let's do it. Okay, in chicken we trust. Let's get it. Okay, ETB. Sure. Maybe Indestructible would have been a better pick there. But there's a lot of attackers. Alright, in chicken we trust. What a great outcome to otherwise probably pretty big misplay to airbend the sweeper only to get it recast. But again, I think it was the same outcome either way. Because if you don't cast it, they sweep the board and they have 3 mana open, you go for Aang and either counter or don't. But if they don't, you have the Aang and they have 3 mana open. Or they recast the sweeper and then you protect it. So it ended up not being as bad a blowout, but it is not the Aven Interrupter, that's for sure. Probably need to remember that one. Not quite as good against sweepers. Hayden Craig 000 says, I'm surprised the Temur Desert deck did well because it does not seem that good or have an answer to a whole lot, to be honest. I disagree. I think the sweeper handles so many decks. I feel the same issue because I usually play these Temur decks and things like Ill-Timed, right, Ill-Timed Explosion are great but often slow and can whiff really hard. I mean, it's hard to whiff in that deck because you have a lot of expensive things. The Overlord is a 4-drop and a 6-drop. The Armadillo is a 2-drop and a 6-drop. The Worm is a 4-drop. I forget if there are any 5-drops. Okay. Pixel Trash says, would love to see your take on the mono white enchant deck. Clarity has responded, there is no take. The deck autopilots itself pretty much. Guess that's why he isn't interested in playing it. I would play it. Sometimes if a deck is just sitting on the top of the ladder, I just never play it because I'm like, does anyone really need to see this? Does everyone always see it? I probably should though. It'd be probably better for the algorithm if I did stuff like that more often. Let's keep it. If we get that third land, we can double spell pretty easily. Let's do it. Boros red. All right. Shock on white. It's fine. No tax. Give me some land off the top, please. I'd be happy with land Katara. Very happy with that. Shelter by Ghosts. Okay. Indestructible, but not hexproof. There goes my precious card. Attack for 3, all of it lifelink. Blocks. Oh. It's a land on blue or green. I guess we'll go blue here. We can creature or spell, but not enchantment, right? I don't think we can pull that off. We could flash and try to block it. They could level it up. I think we'll just go Katara. Attack with Vigilance. We're going to threaten this block. They could give Boros Charm double strike though, right? Or indestructible. Maybe that's not so bad. Shock here. I think we would trade Katara if we could. Try to give this guy indestructible. We'll see how that does. Kill my Katara too. Nope. Okay. Okay. Human. How can we get them to misplay? I mean, they're not going to block here. It's pretty obvious we have Aang, right? You're in Diamond. I think we'll go to attacks. I think we're bouncing the Challenger here. Ideally, they cast something. Okay. I think we try to save Katara if we can. Okay, that's fine. Land off the top. Human. Double the triggers. Let's do it. Create Divide, I guess. Protection's not bad, but I think we'll go with Ramp here. And Chicken we trust. Are they gonna kill us? I would be okay leaving back one blocker. Let's... I'm gonna kill both. We can leave back Aang as well. I mean, this is a lot right here. Another chicken? Sure. Alright, I might take this Aang then. Lord knows we don't need another chicken. We need some blockers. We got First Strike Death Touch. Let's just take this guy. That's fine. That's like a lot right there. Triple chicken. Nobody needs that many chickens. I will say turn 5 Aang into Chicken into Re-Aang is for sure a strong sequence. Okay. Let's see it. Opponent trying to make a comeback here. That means there are other Aang ETBs again, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, this deck's pretty good. We've had some bad games where our mulligan decisions were probably god-awful. But when it does anything, it does do things. And Chicken we trust. Alright, we got a couple more left here. That's great. You gotta like when you beat the mono red decks. Yeah, I could do the mono weight take its deck at some point, but I think to Clarity's point again, there probably is no take. Like there's probably nothing interesting for me to add there. But yeah, I could play it if I really went out of think. Like I said, I got a long list of decks I've seen come through tournaments or like, you know, Mythic results or whatever. There's still a lot of random things to do that I'm interested in. So I'd have to really have nothing left. And then by that point, the deck can be really overdone, right? But I probably should cover it. I don't really feel like it. Hexos has some real competitive jank. I love that. Yeah, I like the Teamer deck. It was fun. There's a good point by Debate Bow. Probably not a big deal, but at the 12-minute mark, when you cast back Esper Origins and you decide to keep both cards, both permanents, why not put the land on top and draw it first? Your opponent does not know you have Boiler Bilges. I agree. That is correct. You are right. I could have played that better. It's Skylord. This could be our last game of the day. Let's make it a good one. He is thinking. With Maker. Dragonfire says, I love when people make decks like this Teamer one, using cards that otherwise may as well not exist in the game outside limited. I agree. It's a good one. All right, here we go. Perhaps the final game. Let's see what Skylord has for us. It's going to be a red deck. Here's a human. There's another human. Ooh, firebending. Okay. Human. No good attacks. We could just lose right here. I haven't played this deck yet. I haven't played against anyone playing this card. They could just go like pump, 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 attack, make 9 mana, pump, pump. What is that? Alchemist. They have 5 mana here. We're just dead. Trample and Prowess. Burst Lightning, my poor ally. Okay, you got it. Can't stop that. I think no blocks. I'll keep my Divine Guide. Please don't kill me. Oh my god, they double its power twice? It already has Trample, though. Burst Lightning. Now they have 3 mana left. Bulk up. 14. And now they have something else in hand? I don't know. We got the chicken. I ain't done with you yet. I mean, we're just going to bounce the creature, right? So I think we can get in there. Trample, not haste. We might need to block this thing. We might need to. Okay. Okay. This guy doesn't have haste, though. They plot another thingy. Trample again. Yeah, okay. If they have another kick thing, then yeah, they do get us. I don't think so, though. Go back to hell. Siegebreaker attack, copy the Aang, bounce one of these guys. We still have to deal with a lot of trample issues. No, this guy's a creature now. He's plotted. Doesn't have haste. Airbend him. What half can they cast? Either? I think we do want to do this. We still might lose, though, I guess. Chicken Town. This guy gets in there. Oh, we bounce Kellen instead of the Alchemist, right? Oh, this guy has trample too, though. Oh, God, everything's awful. When it becomes plotted. No, I don't know if you can do that or not. Let's do it this way. I don't know how airbending works with plot. Can they re-plot it or not? Tap land. 3 mana open. Firebending. Alchemist. Okay, okay. Dunzos. Alright. Plus we got Aang in the bank too. They don't even know. They don't even know. Up to rank 56. What a great ending to the video. This was awesome. This is a great day with the chicken. It was really good. It was much better than I thought. I thought it would be good, but it was much better. When you start chickening off the Crossroads Aang, it is very good. So this was awesome. Yeah, check it out. Maybe try it. Let me know what you think. I really enjoyed it. Thank you to the original creator, whose name was something... gosh, I should probably give him credit. I like that quite a bit. Here, I'm going to find this guy's name. Where did I save this deck? Deck ideas. Siegebreaker Aang. Raven Stock, I believe. Raven Shack is the original creator I found on Untapped. So yeah, this was sweet. Give it a go. Like and subscribe. Leave a comments. Have a great day, and I hope it has many chickens in it for you as well. Bye-bye.